Can we start?
Yeah, just give me a second. Remember to stay in the black box.
Hello everybody, I'd like to welcome you. I'm just this beautiful morning, and I want to introduce my group. My name is Kanat, she's name is Tina and Alia. So, and I'd like to introduce this poster presentation by Tina.
Okay, our title is what's the aim of the education. Actually, after the preparation by ourselves in the home, we find we really have different ideas about what is the aim of education, and then we come up with several factors of them. Finally, we find we cannot persuade others well to choose one, which is the most important one. So the way, rather than the first group, we choose to combine them together, and we try our best to find the different roles which they are play in the aim of the education. So what we do most is we want to find the different places in the aim, and so although our final position is the well-being is the most important one, but the knowledge, thinking, career, they all have their own place. You can see from the connection. Yeah, knowledge and the thinking are the basic one. They can also be helpful for the career. And at the end, eventually, the well-being is the most important aim and the final aim of the education. That is the process of we have this conclusion.
I have a question.
I have one. I understand why you put the three part and draw your conclusion is like the lead to the well-being is the main aim. But for me, it looks like if you didn't get the career part, actually you won't be well-being. Do you get what I mean?
We just think, not only the knowledge and thinking, but also career. They are one part of the well-being, which means they can all lead to the well-being. Yeah, so I think we cannot skip the career, because it's one important part that we can make ourselves satisfaction, or even maybe beyond the satisfaction. So the career is one of the part, and we cannot skip it. Yeah, I think.
Okay, I have one question. May I ask you? In the introduction, there is written that recently there are discussion about whether education is a wise or unwise investment. Yeah, according to this, we are going to review different positions and give our conclusion. So for me, it seems like you're going to prove if the education is wise or unwise investment, and unfortunately, I couldn't find it in the supportive ideas.
Thank you for your question.
Yeah, so how do you think, is it wise or unwise?
Explain it. So, introduction, how we came up with this idea, because before we write the introduction, we just thinking about 2 hours. So we just decided to be dedicated to unwise investment, dedicated to recently lecture, because as you know, the well-famous person who already died, Steve Jobs, decided to drop out. And there is, nowadays, there is argument that is it wise or unwise investment. That's we started to start from this statement. And after that, you can see the links. And we think that this is a wise investment. So maybe this is unclear, our conclusion. I think this is a wise investment because education gives us knowledge and thinking, and combining it together, we can get career. And after that, if you have a career, according to Marple, you can get a lot of money. If you have a lot of money, you can buy a lot of things, and you can be well-being. So, in conclusion, I think we have a statement. This is like purpose of education is knowledge and the way to think. One of this can be beneficial, cover the practical skill, then we can have a well-being, which means mental and physical satisfaction. So meaning to gain the well-being, we first of all we need to have a knowledge and thinking. So without education, we not gain it together. After that, we can gain well-being, and well-being gives us mental and physical satisfaction.
Sorry,
Okay,
can
thank
I
you.
add
Yeah.
a true sentence about this because we spent I think nearly 3 hours about the introduction because we think we just want to introduce a background about why we discuss this topic again because it is a topic that we have discussed it for a long time, maybe several hundreds years ago we discussed it. That is why recently we discuss it again because people will all think with the higher tuition fees, they think whether it is a wise or unwise investment about the education. That is why we began to talk about this topic. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any questions from John's class? Stella, you would like? Okay.
Because you just mentioned that you can achieve well-being after you achieve your goals in career. Is it only one way to achieve well-being?
No.
Because you just mentioned it.
It's one of the way.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
It's one of the way how we can achieve our well-being, but to have full happiness and full well-being, we can achieve all three things like knowledge, thinking, and career. Without like in career, maybe have a knowledge and thinking. We can of course we can skip part of career, but it cannot be give us a full picture of our well-being.
So you believe that we can achieve well-being only in this term when we are work.
No, I
when
mean
we
if
work.
you have to achieve fully, because well-being is it's very individual. For somebody, it's enough to have a bread and water. To someone, have an island or private airplane is not enough. That's why I see if you it's according to what you thinking about well-being, what is personally for you mean well-being. If it's for you, it's necessary to have a good career, you cannot skip this step. But of course there are some people for whom it's not necessary.
But you have made the link.
Like for us,
It's compulsory
like
condition
yeah,
for well-being.
personally for our group
Okay.
as we divide. Yeah, any question mark?
I have one more, sorry, because when I saw like from the knowledge one and the thinking one, what you put is like what you can get from education, but it is not why you need education. And like you put all the three part and looks like you can get knowledge, you can get thinking, you can get career after you get from knowledge, and then that three part lead to well-being, but it's not so strong. It's not so clear for me to say why you need education.
I think what is the aim of education? It can be explained to what the education for. It means that why we need this education. Yeah, so something that we can obtain or return from the education, just like knowledge and thinking, they are all the things that we can get from the education. That is also the same of them. So I don't, I cannot understand why you think it is suspicious.
After, if I didn't see your topic was the aim of education, when I saw your poster, it's like the topic is what you can get from education.
Yeah, but I think what we
It's
can get from
it's like
the,
when we go shopping, we can get everything. Yes, we can get everything. But my aim of the shopping is I want to get the specific thing. No, sorry, maybe I got confused. I just thought it's not so clear for me to see your main idea.
we just think maybe if you want, you have the aim to for something, it means it will have the purpose. Why you do that? Because of the purpose. So that is, yeah, I think we cannot persuade you.
Thank you.
Any questions? No? Anything's clear?
No.
If anything's clear, we're happy. Mark? No?
No.
Are you satisfied?
Well, we find sometimes it's very funny process
Yes.
during discussing with others, and
Yeah.
it's really difficult to have very clear and to agree with others. Until now, we cannot persuade others.
Yeah.
Yeah, until now.
It's
Can I
clear.
have a question, please?
Yes, yes.
What is your own
What's a
position?
wonderful question?
Yeah, what is your own position? For example, what is your own?
My own position is education.
dangerous question.
I know
It will say at
Oh,
least
okay.
10 minutes.
Okay.
I think my own position is based on is clear here in poster. It gives me knowledge and how to think.
It's not clear to be honest from the note that it's your position.
No, yeah, I mean, I just want to say that it gives me, teach me how to critical think.
Okay.
And after that, I can get, it's commonly argued that the education is like a passport to get a high paid job, right?
So you agree with us that education is for how to think?
No,
You
I
just
mean,
said it.
I just want to say that to get the well-paid, high-paid job, you cannot get it without well-educated, without your knowledge, sufficient knowledge, without your critical thinking abilities. Yeah, I mean, just even if you go to interview, you need to be able to show the interviewer how you can solve any problems in your future area. That's why.
Education is needed
For how to think.
How to think? No, education is not just one purpose. It's education for knowledge, thinking. After that, it's a complex. Education is a complex. This aim of it is not.
Yeah.
What about you, Ali?
Like
I
we cannot talk about education like it's only thinking on knowledge. We should think about it like about the combination of all of these skills. That's right.
They just have the different roles. Yeah, the basic one, or the higher one, or maybe the advanced one. Yeah.
Yeah, and I also agree with the group from John's group who said to keep a balance, and I like their ideas.
Yeah, right.
Keep a
Yeah, because
balance.
they all play the different roles, so different place. So the
This one
definition-
cannot exist with these ones.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it clear?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.